Hey there, my name is Kelly Dale with Off the Beaded Path, and this is your Must Know Monday for Monday, July the 10th. So I have some exciting news for you. I was so stoked on Friday after months and months and months of dealing with the printer for my newest book. It came in on Friday, and I'm so excited to show you guys. This is my newest book. It is called Step by Step Herringbone Stitch by Kelly Dale. As you can see, this one has a bit of a different color, of a cover, but I love it. This was the pendant that is on the front is actually a pendant. I did a test class for this pendant at my store, and one of my customers did this color, and I loved it so much that we put it on the cover. So this is the cover, and again, this is Step by Step Herringbone Stitch. So basically what I tried to do with this book is I tried to, if somebody had never done herringbone stitch, I tried to do projects where it would teach you the different pieces of herringbone. So like a flat herringbone stitch, a spiral herringbone, a three-dimensional herringbone, you know, and so forth and so forth. Now, one of the biggest complaints I had from my first book, which was Beading with Montees, was the fact that a lot of people didn't like it because there weren't videos to correspond with it. So I tried to do videos at the time that would go along with this book. So there's going to be some new projects that do not have videos, and there's going to be some older projects that you're going to recognize that do have videos already on our YouTube channel. So I'm going to try to walk you through the book pattern by pattern and actually show you these projects. And so I hope that you guys will enjoy this new book. It is totally a labor of love for me, especially considering that sometimes by the time I got finished with it, I hated herringbone stitch and I never wanted to see it again. But you know how we get over that. So let me get my stuff set up and show you all the projects that are in my new book, Step by Step Herringbone Stitch. Alright, so the first project you're going to come encounter with is the basic herringbone bracelet. So this is the basic herringbone bracelet. This is actually using my favorite color of a size 8 seed bead. This is the transparent smoky topaz AB. I love this color because it's got so many great color tones to it. But this just teaches you how to make a basic flat herringbone stitch and how to do a very simple clasp for the herringbone stitch. So this is the first one you're going to come in contact with. The next one you'll recognize, this is the spiral, tubular spiral herringbone bangle. This is using the Nozu Sunoco thread, and it makes it a little stretchy so that it will go over your hand. This project, you know, the first one taught you flat herringbone stitch. This one teaches you spiral herringbone stitch. The next one you'll recognize as well. These are the herringbone lantern bead earrings. I did a video for this last year, and this just basically teaches you how to do increasing herringbone stitch, where you start out and you add those increases and then the decreases. That is on page 9. Now I took these a step further, and this is the next project in the book. This is found on page 14. This is the herringbone waves necklace. So basically, I took my component and just added more and continued along with it. This was a really, really fun project to make, and I came up with a really, really neat way to actually finish off the ends of this, so it's really easy with no like special bead caps needed. So again, this is the herringbone waves necklace. After that, and again, you'll recognize this project, I have the herringbone tube beads, which teaches you basic herringbone into a bead. This is on page 16. And then the bead caps, as you see here, are on page 20. Now, both of these you will recognize from last year. Another one, and this is my most popular video, I swear I think I've ever done, is the Starfish Pattern. This one is an oldie but goodie, but this teaches you how to do the herringbone, how to do 2 pieces, and then how to connect them so that they look 3-dimensional. So the step-by-step pattern is in this book. The next one is called I call it the Crystal Windows Bracelet. Now this one is one that a lot of people have done their version of. This is basic herringbone stitch, but we're adding in our crystals or beads or whatever you want with these increases to be able to put your beads in there. So this is the Crystal Windows Bracelet, and this one can be found on page 30. Another brand new pattern to the book is one that I call the Herringbone Harem earrings. I really like this specific earring. I came up with this last year. I think it was like in October when I came up with these, and I just fell in love with them. These are really fun earrings to make, and as you can see, they look completely different using the different color schemes here. And this one's great because you can use bicones or fire polish rounds for this specific project. So this is the Herringbone Harem earrings, which can be found on page 37. After that is the new, I call it the tightly twisted necklace, and basically this is using 3 colors of a size 11 seed bead, and it's using, again, tubular, but this is a different kind of tubular from this one, so it works up really pretty. Now it does take a long time, but again, just like the first the previous project, I did the ends the same way, so it's really pretty and finished with no extra caps needed. And the final project of the book is actually the one that's on the cover, and I used these two together, so this is how they are in the book. This is the Herringbone Burst pendant. And I've got several color schemes that I have done in this one to kind of show you the difference that they can look like. Now, you know, if you want to, you can definitely leave off the bottom part and it'll give you just a really cool circular pendant. But you know me and my teardrops. I love to use those little teardrops. So that way it can give you a good reference here as to the different color schemes that you could do. So guys, I really hope that you'll get yourself a copy of this step-by-step herringbone stitch, because this book is going to be great if you are not familiar with herringbone stitch and you want to learn, or if you just want to try some new projects. Now, this book can only be found on my website, offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. It's $20 for the book, but for those of you who don't know, I also have a first book called Beading with Montees. Now, this book is also $20. For the month of July of 2017, you can purchase both books. So if you don't have the first book, you can purchase both books for $30. That's $10 off total for the package. So you can get the one book for $20, or you can get both for $30 if you don't have my first book, which is Beading with Montees. And you can go back on my YouTube channel and see all the projects that were actually in this book. And again, you can only find those at offthebeadedpathbeadstore.com. And guys, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for every single person who purchases from me, whether it's a pattern or materials, because it's because of you guys that I'm able to continue doing these videos for you. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.